Verizon says it's time. All right, so this was a feature of the old Blackboard, and it seems to be a feature of the new one. It is going to show you I think I have overall grade turned off right now, so you cannot see it. The trouble is, they said you can write formulas to create the grades. I thought, oh great, this maybe I can do it with the complex way I do it, but I haven't figured out how to yet. It seems to be more limited than the old version. So the overall grade, what I've done in the past is at some point I type it in, what the overall grade is. However, that doesn't automatically update. I have to go in and do that until I can figure out the formula thing if it's possible. Also, Blackboard is making assumptions about the grades. It says, oh, it's out of 4 points. You have a 2.0 out of 4 points. That's 50%. That's an F. This is the thinking that Blackboard does, as opposed to, oh, it's a 4.0 scale. A 2.0 is a C. So, and then it color codes. So you might see grades based upon, if you got a 2.0, it should be a C, but Blackboard thinks it's an F. What Blackboard thinks is irrelevant except to the psychological aspect of looking at it and going, why is this red? I had a student, I think I can safely say went off the deep end. I posted a bunch of grades which came up with all the red marks to make it look like they were Fs, even though they were Cs, and got 90 emails in 15 minutes. It was a bit extreme.
I have a question about test correction. So if we take the test tomorrow, and when would you hand it back, like next week? And then we would have, how long would we have to do test correction?
Typically for when I hand it back, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Is the target. If you need longer than that, then just let me know when I'm gonna see it, but I don't want it hanging over your head and
No, I get that.
until the end of the semester. Also, students who pile up stuff till the end of the semester and then hand me a huge stack. I've gotten, the best one I've seen was mediocre, but most of them are just garbage. Are you volunteering to?
No, I just have a question.
Yes.
So I looked at the grade for the Master Set 1, and I definitely forgot to scroll down to the last page. If I turn in those last 2 questions, can I get partial credit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would rather see the work than not.
Please. Thank you.
How many points can you get by your test correction? Or is it like?
Good question.
That's how you miss.
Let's say you miss half.
All right,
Like realistically tomorrow.
Yeah, wait.
if you miss half the points, there's a good chance that's somewhere around a C. And you could bring that up to from a 2.0 to a 3.15.
So like a B.
Okay, that is, thank you.
So if you get a B, you go to an A?
If you got a 3.0, it's scaled, there's a linear relationship. First grade, best possible. So if you got a 0 the first time around, bring that up to a 2, and if you got an A the first time around, you can bring that up to a 4.3. So there's the line.
Is that assuming that you got all the test corrections correct that you missed?
Yes.
Okay.
That you convinced me that you understand how to do all the ones that you missed.
Okay. So we have to write like explanations, kind of?
Yes.
Okay.
Just putting an answer down, sometimes putting the answer down is as simple as, he gave us the answers after the fact. I have gone through and given answers and said, hey, here are the answers, but
Just
knowing the
click.
answer doesn't do anything.
Interesting.
Is it too late to push back the test?
And there are times when I've given the answers and students still handed in with different answers than what I said are the correct answers.
Nice.
Is it too late to push back the test?
Pardon?
Is it too late to push back the test?
Not as far as I'm concerned.
Really?
but- You really wanna push it off?
I mean,
What was the question?
No, I mean.
Are we- is it-
Is it too late to push off the test? When did you wanna push it off?
You can say
I
Monday.
feel like it's good if we do it tomorrow, but
We could, wait, who's gonna prepare for the test tomorrow?
Huh?
Are you guys prepared for the test tomorrow?
No.
So do you guys want to push it
I
back?
don't think I'm ever gonna be here, but.
back to when?
Monday next week? We got a weekend. Well, I mean,
Maybe you're on the schedule.
I don't
Does
know.
anyone object to it?
Object to moving.
I'm still thinking you're going
What are
so
you guys?
fast.
Wait,
I'm totally fine with that.
Re-say everything. Or just that part?
So,
Does everybody else-
the plan is like, we're
The-
seeing if.
The plan is the test is tomorrow.
Yeah, but we're trying to push it back to the 16th.
Monday.
That's a
Monday.
long time.
Well, it's just one. It's just 1 week, like,
But isn't it better if we get it over with tomorrow?
well, do you wanna fail it?
I'd rather
Or-
do-
I would rather have,
But-
I would rather have
okay,
it
but
pushed
it's-
back,
it's
but
gonna
we
affect
back
the
on.
schedule of the
The
other
thing is
tests.
though, we can still do test corrections though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but let's say you gotta.
So it really won't be that bad if you do test corrections, if you really think about it.
That's.
Like, I know I'm definitely probably gonna get a C and then like I'll do test corrections and probably get C plus.
Like, all I'm
That's a
saying is-
great way to look at it.
But I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it on Monday if that's what y'all
Oh,
wanna do.
question. Do you have any work to get back to us now?
Yes.
Started? Okay.
But the more we push it,
Well,
the more
then-
we're also gonna be
I
on
think
top
I'm
of
okay with the 11.
this, but, I mean, it's okay.
I mean, if
It
you
really
think
doesn't matter.
about it, like, since that we have the 3 days, well, there's Friday, Saturday, Sunday to study for the test.
That's true.
And then, I mean, it's 2 chapters, so let's say you do 1 chapter a day. So Friday, and then Saturday, you do a chapter, and then Sunday, that's when you get caught up. Well, that's what I'm planning to do, at least.
Plus we're getting our work back today.
Margaret and Abigail, you both had something to say?
So let's say that test, you take it on Monday, and then when would the next one be?
Yeah.
That's the important question.
Because that's-
3
We're
more
gonna
weeks
cram
of
it all
class
out.
after that.
I think we should just have 3
Yeah, I mean,
tests.
it will be soon after, but I don't know when yet.
What about the masters?
I say we merge
That's what-
one of those tests.
That was my question, was the
That was your
master
question,
sets,
the
when is the
masters?
master set
Yeah.
gonna be due? Is it
Oh,
gonna be
yeah,
next
that's
week?
true.
That's more on top.
We can do it, I could be fine with that being
That's
due
just
next Wednesday.
3 was due yesterday.
Yeah. 4.
So
Master set 4,
Thursday.
Master set
Well,
4
it's-
is 2 parts.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Have you been?
oh, that's right. For one group, I call it 4 and 5, and the other group, I call it 4, 5 application, 4, 5 concept.
Uh-huh.
So I guess 4, 5 concept for 151. Gotta write this stuff down so I don't have to remember.
I have no idea. I'm like, what? Are there 2 different master sets that are gonna be on the?
I just accidentally was confused and opened that instead because I couldn't find master set 3, so I started trying to work on it and I was like, what the heck?
All right, so
Yeah.
the 4, 5 concept, you're ready for.
Okay, so we can do 4
Oh,
or
we
5
are.
concepts.
Well,
Who's ready
Cover the
for
material
it?
for it.
So should that be due next week?
oh, don't push it.
Why would you make
You
an
have too
8-week
many
class? Come
tests.
on.
Let's merge the
not
tests
his
together.
Come on.
They made them.
Well, the reason I
Hours that
did not
we
merge those 2 tests, the reason I split those 2 tests apart was it seemed to be a lot of material.
How
So-
much are we talking?
This is.
Are we all four, wait, if we merge, oh, you're saying? Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it's even manageable at that point. There's too much information.
Let's have a take-home test.
I
I've done that before, and
That's a
I
great
do
idea.
not think it's a good idea.
We won't work together.
That's a
Promise.
great idea.
I even had a system set up to discourage people working together, because I sort of, the economics of a problem, the more people who got it right,
What?
the less the problem was worth. So
Yeah.
if
Not
people
in
work,
physics.
so if people work together, they potentially could get some points if they know how to do it, or they might end up getting less than they started with, than they would have if they'd done it individually. Then a student complained with confusion, and I was told I couldn't do that anymore.
But we're voting for, we should do that. We're not them.
How many years ago was that?
However, the take-home stuff, God,
That would
flashing
be-
back. Hey,
Because I get stressed out with the time limit in here, and then
We
I'm
could
like,
do
can't even-
responders.
And then we actually have to concentrate.
That is
anyway,
so
let's take the
real.
take-home test off the table.
Oh, okay.
If we do move our test to next Monday, would we have a test the last week of class?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
regardless.
Oh,
Okay, regardless,
Oh.
never mind then.
Wait, what'd you?
If we do move the test to Monday, are we gonna have a test the last week of class?
He
Because
said
we-
yes
that
for
fall,
tomorrow.
our fall break is so stupid this year.
Oh, yeah.
They're acting like the weekend is like part of our, like, you already give us the weekend.
Mhm.
You already give us Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Why are we counting those
When
as
is
part of our
It's
break?
not even
I
a
don't know.
week, it's like 5 days.
Literally, and part of it's the weekend,
Ridiculous.
whatever.
And then isn't fall
It's
break on
like-
the 8th?
So the fall break starts like Wednesday, so I'm asking if we have are we gonna have a test that week, like right before we get out? He said regardless, which if we're gonna, we might as well move it to Monday if that's the case.
Yeah.
If we're gonna have one the last week,
There's no point.
I'm
I would've- I think
Yeah,
that
we might
Monday or
as well.
Tuesday.
If we do
All right.
move it to Monday, I have jury duty tomorrow, so.
I also have, I also have
Jury?
plans tonight.
So you can get the test either way.
As in, tomorrow's the first day?
As in, I find out tonight if I have to be there.
Okay.
Oh my. So it doesn't even matter to you.
That's right, the last, I had to do that a couple weeks ago, and
So
my
it
number
would,
was
it
not.
would make it easier, I guess, on you for the people.
So master sets, when is that?
Well, it's depends on when the test is.
Okay.
So if
So-
we move the test to Monday, that means the master set
It's Wednesday?
Wednesday?
probably not.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which Wednesday are we talking about?
The Wednesday of the same week.
The
Next
same-
Wednesday,
so
a week
on
from
the-
now.
Yeah, week from
tomorrow.
now.
The
Week from
18th?
tomorrow,
I
yeah.
feel stressed.
It's not like, I've been, like, I stay up until 12.
All right, let's simplify it down to, the test is scheduled for tomorrow. The advantage to that is you get it out of the way.
Mhm.
The disadvantage is some of you are feeling unprepared.
Mhm.
Moving into Monday, advantage is you have an extra chance to prepare. Downside is you have more chance to potentially panic. I don't know you. And, also covering more material that is not on the first test.
We should bring some brown bags.
Are we gonna?
Would
vote?
anyone object to just a straight up vote?
I don't get a vote, cause I may or may not be here in November tomorrow.
It still could affect you about,
Okay.
all right. Tomorrow as scheduled. Monday. All right,
We suck.
if you want to take it before they do, talk to me. We'll just set up something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
May the Lord bless you.
All right, we'll make master set 4, 5 concept, do the 18th.
Now I feel more
Okay,
confident.
master set 4, 5.
So the test is gonna be the 16th.
Not
Mhm.
for this test.
So that means, but tomorrow the lab is due though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you don't have the test.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't have been due tomorrow?
No.
Not doing days of tests.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Well,
Hey, from what I understand from G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle.
well, would you mind explaining how to do the tail tip for like the graphing for the analysis? Because I keep getting, I can't make them intersect.
Wait, sorry. You're talking about the lab?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh,
Which
sorry.
lab?
So like the analysis B on like the lab that's due tomorrow?
Is that the force diagram?
Yes.
Okay. So they're not connecting
Yeah.
because of, are they really far off?
Yeah, they're really far off. I don't like.
The times I've seen them be really far off are student did not set the scale proper way and they're just sort of randomly drawing lines.
Mhm.
If you had the disc with numbers going in opposite directions that you read from the outer track on one and the inner track on another, did you check with your partners to see if they had the same data?
Yeah, we all got it.
Okay. What were the angles?
Let's pull it out real quick. It was 72 degrees. 22 degrees and 28 degrees.
And 28,
Yeah, 28.
those are all first quadrant angles.
Yeah. Is it?
How did you get equal? Oh, this is the one with the 4? Or the 3?
The 3.
There's no way that's equilibrium.
It's on,
Take a picture.
well, it told us to look for your reference angle. Because so when we just read it off like the circle, it was 288.
Oh,
and
okay.
then 2, and then 152.
Alright, so 288,
And then 2, and then 152.
okay.
Those are the raw ones.
So, so you'll have the vector at 2 degrees for however long,
Yeah.
152 degrees, which puts it basically up like that,
Uh-huh.
probably more like that, and then 288.
Oh, so you're not supposed to use a reference angles to find the.
When you're doing the addition graphically, you need to use the actual angle.
Okay.
Yes,
Did
Tika?
you want us to use actual like protractors and?
Yes.
But for which question? I mean,
The
like.
the graphic addition deals when you have the 3 vectors. The analytic, where you're using trig, is when you've got the 4, and you add the first 3.
So first I did the analytical one, and then you said actually use the protractor. Do I have to do the graph? Like, do I have to use a graphing paper, or can I just sketch it?
No, not a sketch. You don't necessarily have to use graphing paper, although I find it easier. I find line paper is the second best, because at least you have something standard there, so you know, so if I've got lines like this, and I have a vector in here, at least I have some sense of where 0 degrees is.
Is it easier on like online graphing?
Is there what?
Is it easier if you do it online?
If,
The graph, like.
I don't know. Just remember, I will be grading what gets printed
Okay.
or displayed, so if it distorts it, then, sorry, I dealt with that already. I don't wanna deal with that again.
Is there any way to borrow a protractor?
Yes, yes, just after class. You could also, if you do, printable protractors, if you have a printer, printable protractor. Other questions?